Forget about Arby's. We, in fact, have the meats.
That's some good beef.
Skewers and skewers of flaming, charred animal carcasses in quantities and volumes that will make your belly burst.
Si, senor.
It is the kind of food that made this country famous. So we're going to a full-blown churrascaria. And we are indulging.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. We are over-indulging.
I'm full.
And showing you where you can do the same in Brazil in this episode of Window Seat. Flew to the small southwest Brazilian town of Foz do Iguacu running on fumes. I just slept 2 hours out of the last 24, but ready to fill up on scenery. Like the amazing nearby Iguazu Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world, a series of 275 jaw-dropping waterfalls that are taller than Niagara, wider than Victoria Falls. We took you there in a recent episode of Window Seat. Click the link in the upper right corner of this video to take a look at our adventure.
So glad that we made the choice to come.
We caught our very first glimpse of the falls from the airplane, and we knew we were in for a treat. Beautiful, like rainforest almost, and then out of nowhere you see these falls, and you're like, it's jaw-dropping. So this is gonna be fun. The falls, just one of many treats we're in for on this journey in Brazil. The next, our stunning hotel. It's a sprawling complex of pools and patios and private villas called the Wish Hotel and Golf Club. We certainly classed up the joint with our broken suitcases, hobbling across the cobblestones, each on their last legs after years of international travel. You're looking for a collab, Samsonite. Let us know. Our casa even had a lovely fountain out in front, which, had we had a bar of soap handy, I'd have jumped right in for a long overdue bath. But no time for that. It is time to visit the third treat we're in for here, the dinner table. So when you're in Brazil, you got to eat like a Brazilian, and of course they have churrascarias, which we see in
steakhouses.
Yeah, like these steakhouses, like fogo de chao. You see them in the United States, but this is legit. Nothing against fogo de chao, and maybe it's great. I don't know, but we're in Brazil now, and let's see how they do it. So we're going to a full-blown churrascaria. As we travel into town for all that meat, a bit of a history lesson. Churrasco used to be the cuisine of Brazilian cowboys, also known as gauchos. The beginnings of this form of barbecue have their roots in the 1700s when European settlers colonized these parts. After long days of herding cattle, gauchos would bring everyone together for a big meal of barbecued meat that had been grilled on a skewer. Fast forward a couple hundred years and that Brazilian barbecue has become a staple of American suburbia, where strip malls are chock-a-block with chain restaurants mimicking the gaucho experience. But we wanted the real thing, so we did our research, and all signs pointed to Gaucho Charasgaria. Just one problem: we can't figure out how to get in the front door. We're over here trying to have a full-on bridesmaids Charasgaria situation, and we can't even get in, which is probably a sign that we shouldn't be going. We spend minutes, two grown, relatively well-educated men unable to navigate the entry point of the most popular restaurant in this Brazilian town until... Finally figured it out, mate. Finally, we figure out the back door is really the front door. And in we go.
Hello, you speak English, eh?
What followed was a bilingual bovine bullseye, an hour plus of shoving skewered meat down our gullets, coupled with a salad bar full of every kind of food you can imagine. I don't like buffets, to be honest with you, but so far so good.
Yeah, this lamb is good stuff.
We're going to speed this part up just a little bit so you don't have to sit through every single moment of our gluttony, but suffice it to say, skewer after scorching skewer, we are falling more in love with the cuisine of the gaucho.
And you got this like cheesy potatoes here.
After more barbecue binging, we wash it all down with a couple of beers.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Just as massive as the animal carcasses we've just destroyed. And as we walk out into the blazing Brazilian evening, it's hard to know if it's the temperature or the meat giving us the sweats.
Good stuff, good stuff. Enjoyed it. I'm full.
So now's about the time we're headed back to our hotel, driving past this weird circus thing and contemplating what we've just done to ourselves and why, and vowing to never eat like that again. Until the next night, at least.
Perfecto. Gracias.
Okay, I know, this is insane. We've already consumed enough calories to garner our own reality TV show on TLC, but we're in Brazil, damn it, and we're gonna eat like the Gauchos.
That's some of the best beef I've ever had.
This time, we've really done our research and discovered the very best churrascaria in this part of Brazil, if not the whole country, is a place called Buffalo Bronco.
Chicken wings, yes.
And this one time, all those random reviewers on Yelp and TripAdvisor actually got it right. This is hands down one of the best meals we've had on this South American trip, if not ever.
Si, senor.
There comes another skewer of meat.
The amount we've eaten is absurd, but so worth it. Can't have more.
But the strange thing is, at this barbecue joint, the meat isn't even the best thing we ate. It's this stuff.
Cheese. Yeah. We're not going to say no.
Cheese with some sort of sweet sauce they put on it. We tried it a minute ago, and oh my God, it's just heaven.
This is fun.
Oh, thank you. Oh. It's like a teriyaki sauce. It's really sweet, but the cheese is sort of charred from the grill. It's heaven, man. It's heaven. As we prepare to roll ourselves out of this restaurant, we realize we've done nothing to diminish that international stereotype of the gluttonous American. I got a toothpick. Who does this if you're not 65 years old? It's amazing. I'm telling you, book that flight today, get on that plane, and get yourself and your elastic-waisted pants to Buffalo Bronco. You can thank me later. So now it's time again for that familiar ritual of walking off those calories by taking to the streets of Foz do Iguacu. No, the camera's not blurry. This effect is meant to mimic what our stomachs felt like. Gurgling, spinning, processing, revolting. So what better way to settle an overstuffed belly than with a few drinks? We head into this bar where, after packing in just one cocktail, we realize we have to get out of here. We literally cannot consume anything else. So look, there are a million places to visit in Brazil, from Copacabana Beach to the hills overlooking Rio to the beautiful waterfalls that separate this country of 214 million people from neighboring Argentina. But don't forget reason number one, and that's eating like a Brazilian rancher did 300 years ago, and eating some more, and eating some more, and a little more after that too. That's it for this episode of Window Seat. Hope you enjoyed watching us eat. That's always fun, isn't it? For more information on the restaurants we visited or the hotel where we stayed, check out the description below. And don't forget to hit subscribe to follow our adventures as we travel to every country on the planet. We're already at well over 70, and if you have a minute, check out one of these other adventures as well. We're back with a brand new video next Friday, right here on Window Seat.